Hi, my name is Cam Smith. We've got Tyler Gilbert here with Youth Sports Production. We're coming to you from Copley Field in Saanich, BC. Thank you for tuning in. Well, this is a nice Saturday, a little windy out, but we've got the sun shining, and we got the real good one. This is the game of the week, and we've got the Oceanside Lions, one loss on them to the Cowichan Bulldogs, and we've got the undefeated Saanich Wolverines. This is junior Bantam action. This should be a good one. You know that Oceanside's going to bring a tough defense and a good offense, and Saanich runs good on all three facets of the game. These are two well-coached teams with two different styles, but you know, you got to love it when these guys match up, because these kids really love to compete against each other, and it's good to see them coming all the way down from Parksville. And the Lions looking to come away with the win today and flip the script on the standings, and Saanich looking to hold on to that top spot in the standings with West Shore Warriors, who are in attendance watching this one today.
I see well composed and a really good disciplined team from this Saanich Wolverines, and coming up against a strong Oceanside team. I think we're going to have a good game.
They got a good team. It's deep. They got good numbers. Same with Saanich, so this should be a good one.
Kicking off here, number 46. Manu Tripp's going to be onside and recovered, I think, between the legs. What did we see there, Cam?
Well, we did. We got an onside kick right off the start, and Oceanside looking for a roll, but that's picked up nicely by Saanich. They'll start about at the, 50-yard line.
First and 10 for the Saanich Wolverines. It's going to be Stefan Klee, starting quarterback. Going to be a motion to run the left side. He's going to keep it going the right. Slips a tackle, and he's going to try and move his way, but a gain of 2 as this Oceanside defense making a stop early.
And that's what you'll find all day at Oceanside. They contain well, and they aren't going to let you get outside too often. They swarm, and they're all over the ball. Great defensive coach team, and we'll see what they got coming up here, because that Klee wears you down after a while.
Great, powerful run there, as I think we're going to see Spencer Coy now in shotgun, the quarterback, taking the reins today. He's going to take this snap, going to hand this one off. That's going to be Laird Bjornsson, who's not going to get much, and if any, he's going to go backwards. 3rd and 11 for this powerhouse of an offense. It's going to be an empty set for Spencer Coy. Coy in the backfield. He's going to roll out to the right side, going to look to throw, finds his man. It's Chase Bowie, and it's in bounds. That looks to be just short of a first down. It's going to be a first down for the Oceanside Lions.
That was a good series on defense for Oceanside.
Be a first down for the Oceanside Lions around the 43-yard line. Takes the snap, going to hand this one off, going to go up the middle. Good gain there, about 6 yards. Strong opening play there for Oceanside.
Oh, and that's Laird in on the tackle. That's a nice tackle, but that's for about 6 yards. Oceanside looking good.
Pedersen and gun to split back, motioned. Gonna hand this one off, gonna go to the right side. A good run, and it looks to be a first down.
Whoa, and there's a little action in there. Klee just throwing down his man. He's getting a little frustrated earlier, but look out for him. He's a beast back there, but Oceanside doing a great job early on.
Pedersen in the gun will give this on the end around to the right side. Nowhere to go as the defense will swarm that one. That was number 22, Devin Spencer, on the end around.
That's great defense. That's what Saanich will do all day. They don't really get outside much. They fill really quick. You had Klee in there. You had Parker Benson.
2nd and about 9 or 8 here. Pedersen puts his men in motion. Single back. He's going to look to throw. He's got his man, but not enough for a first down, but enough to cut that in half.
That was a good tackle on the play by Laird. He read the play really well, and that holds up to a 3rd down at about 4 yards.
3rd and about 4 here for Pedersen and his offense. A good opening drive for them. He puts his men in motion. A little bit of jump on the defense. Be Raidmaker on the left side. A good gain, first down. but that looked to be a free play.
I think that's probably a free play. That looked like, I believe it was Copley that came in, and he actually got over and he made the tackle on the play as well. But I think this is going to result in the first down. Let's check it out and see what Mr. Sterling May has to say.
Going to be offside on the defensive 5-yard penalty. It's going to be a first down for Oceanside. That gets him closer to the red zone. Men in motion, hands this one off, right side. Big wall there and hit hard. That's, I believe, Julian Hunter on the run.
This is impressive, this Oceanside, their offense. Their match point is really good. They're getting the ball out quick. They're getting up yards. They got some athletic players. And this is a little bit of a shocker for the Wolverines early on.
Pedersen in the backfield, men in motion. The end around to the left side. That's McKee.
Whoa, look out right there. And who was that?
Levi Harper on the tackle.
And that's for a loss right there. That's pretty good for Saanich. We got, what do we got, third down and about 11 yards.
Oceanside will come into the punt formation here. Be 3rd and 11. Manu Troop to punt. That's a good punt down, and that slips by. He's going to pick that one up. Splits a tackle, trying to get another one. Losing his balance, and he's got taken down there.
Oh, and Copley, he had visions to go up that left side, but you know, that Oceanside squad, they're all over him. That's a good play and good coverage, and that's all you got to do, stay in your lanes on special teams, and that's what happened. And Copley kind of tripped up on himself.
1st and 10 inside the 15-yard line for Spencer Coy. Men in motion. Looks to the screen, he'll get him. Jamie Redmond will take that for about a 15-yard gain, and the first down here for the Saanich Wolverines as they look to come off strong on this second drive.
Oh, that's a great play right there by Redmond on the flat, and then Redmond up the side. He's a tough customer.
Spencer Coy in the gun will take the snap, hand it off to Laird Bjornsson. Bjornsson up the middle. Little bit of space, but not much. He's taken down. Great play there by Stefan as lead blocking right up the middle, but that one unfortunately is going to go back due to a holding call.
Oh man, I'll tell you what, Ty, when you got a guy like Copley just moving that pile up front, that's tough. It's going to get a hole for you. That's a great play and a great sell by Spencer Coy.
1st and around 20 yards here, and Spencer Coy will give it to Stefan Copley up the middle. Tries to cut back, look the other way, but just nowhere to go. 2nd and about 19 here for Spencer Coy and his offense as he's going to take the snap, give it right back, but no, he'll give it to Laird Bjornsson up the left side with some running room. Gets that for about a 16 or 17-yard gain.
And Bjornsson having a good start to this game. He's got the ball a lot, and he's running it strong, and with his hands, doing a good job.
Spencer Coy in the gun. Takes the snap, gives it to Stefan Copley. Sees a lane. Left side, here he goes. Stefan Copley looking to the house. He will go touchdown.
And when Copley gets that edge and he gets some speed going, he is so hard to stop. He is one of the best runners. His top speed is excellent, and that's what brought him all the way into the end zone. That's a touchdown for the Wolverines. That puts them on the board first in this tight ball game. Parker Benson on the extra kick. Oh, there you go. That's 2 points right there. Puts the Wolverines up early, 8-0. Parker Benson does a great job kicking. Let's see this one. Oh, that's a boot and a half.
He's got it right up the middle and taken down. A fair gain. It's Declan Lane on the return, and a decent return at that. It's Pedersen in the gun this time. He'll take the snap, hand it off up the middle. This one to Julian Hunter, who takes it to around the 50-yard line, and what looks to be a first down with a 10-yard run. That's going to bring up a first down for Oceanside.
What a tackle there by Chase Bowie coming out of nowhere. This young man, he is a tough customer, and in like a bullet, he gets a nice tackle.
And here's Pedersen now in the gun. Men in motion. Takes the snap, gives it. and in the backfield.
Ty Craigie, he'll do this all day. That's an awesome play. Right up the gut, fill the hole hard.
It'll be a second and around 14 here for Pedersen. He'll give this one, and in the backfield again, it's Ty Craigie. He gets him. Another loss on the play.
Oh, he's jacked up after that. And you'll see this a lot. Like once he gets going, he'll get tackles in the backfield like that, the penetration. You look at him, he gets off the ball so quickly, he is hard to stop.
2 huge plays back to back for Ty Craigie. Punt unit comes out for the Oceanside Lions here.
And back there is Stefan Klee. You'll see what that ball's going to make it there. Oh, look out, they got pressure up front. That is ball, and there's Redmond. Redmond with the ball. That's a great, that just goes off the side of the punter foot. That is a lot of pressure, and goes to Redmond. That's a nice pickup, 40-yard line in Oceanside territory, the Saanich Wolverines.
Turns that one around, and now Saanich another chance to strike early on in this first quarter. Cam, how do you feel this game is going from an offensive standpoint for this Oceanside squad?
This is kind of what I thought would happen, because Oceanside has a great defense, and always has the last couple of years at all levels.
Here we got Spencer Coy in the gun, looking for some more points. They're up 8-0 right now, and he'll give this one off. Left side, gain of about 6 and taken down. The end of the first quarter, it's the Saanich Wolverines with their first strike, Stefan Klee. And here's a big play, but nothing there for Spencer Coy to throw to the boundary. Keon Jelks was the intended receiver there. Couldn't hang on to it as the wind looked to be taking that one right out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, it's a windy one today. I could hear things blowing all around, but it's tough to throw the ball. But, we'll see what these quarterbacks can do.
Spencer Coy back in the gun, takes the snap and hands this one right up the middle to Shea McCullough. Nowhere to go on that one. We'll turn the ball over.
That's Oceanside ball. Oceanside, that defense doing it again. Looking good early on.
1st and 10 for this Pedersen offense after they timeout. He'll send his men in motion, and now we'll fumble it on the bobbled handoff, and he'll have to fall on that one.
Wait, no, I'll tell you what. That could have been big trouble for the Oceanside team, and you wouldn't want to turn that ball over, at their own inside their 30. So good recovery by Peterson.
Pedersen in gun here, sends his man in motion. We'll take the snap. He's going to look to throw this one to the sideline, and Carson Russell was the intended receiver on that one. Could not connect.
He was going to go for his intended receiver 25, but he had to get rid of that ball. That's a smart play. You don't want to take a loss on that. He could have got lit up.
Flags thrown, and the punt's away to Stefan Klee, who will field that one at around the 46 and wrapped up in all sorts of mayhem.
Oh, that's a pack of Lions right there. They took all over. That's good coverage. And Klee had nowhere to go.
Flag is on the field. It was thrown by head rep Sterling May. Spencer Coy takes the snap, drops back, looks to throw, gonna go deep for Diamond. And it's caught!
Oh, what a catch there by Jacob Diamond. That was double coverage that time. But
an unbelievable catch, but multiple flags in the backfield. Spencer Coy chucking that one up, and coming down with it is Jacob Diamond. Looks like it's going to be a first down for Saanich. No idea what that flag was, but obviously it was on the defense. Spencer Coy and Stefan Klee in the backfield. Man in motion, that's Laird. And all sorts of men in the backfield. Oleksiy Kostovich on the tackle there in the backfield.
That's a great play by the Lions again, all over Coy. They were looking to go to the end zone.
2nd and goal here for Spencer Coy. After that sack, he'll drop back, looks to throw, going to the end zone, has a man, and it's just off the fingertips and incomplete. Intended receiver was number 21 of Jamie Redmond. 3rd and goal, last chance here, unless there's a penalty for this Saanich Wolverines team to get into the end zone. This Oceanside team's been strong, and it looks like it's going to be a mixed up play as you look to the screen.
Yeah, that's a great play, and that stops the Wolverines again, and that's going to turn over on downs. And here comes Oceanside again. We're going to be late in the second quarter.
It'll be Pedersen in the gun. Men in motion. Sends him back and hands it off. Here he comes, left side. Has some room, and Stefan Klee and Laird Bjornsson.
And that's a great run by 17. You can tell he runs strong. And that's what you want is a good back.
Maxim Raidmaker. Pedersen in the gun. Men in motion. Snaps, takes the handoff, going to the right side, breaks a few tackles, and then taken down. Short gain of maybe 2.
Oh, that was Parker Benson on the tackle, and that's some good pads right there. You can hear it. You got to love that. That's a big hit, and that's going to be about 3rd down. He's got about, what, 3 yards to go.
3rd and 3 coming up for this Oceanside team. Oceanside punt team's out. They're not going to go for the 3 yards. As here's the punt, high and outside, and picked up by Jacob Diamond. Flags on the play. That's going to be the halo rule. Their momentum's all coming forward. You can't just stop it like that. Unfortunately, got too close to the guy.
Well, that's 5 yards on the play, and I don't think anybody could get out of that one right there. I'd take the 5 yards on that anyways.
Spencer Coy on another offensive drive as he's starting close to the 42-yard line. It's a man in motion, and the gun takes a snap. Going to look to the screen. He'll get it. Maverick Sharon.
And on the outside, that's a good yardage right now. The last couple games, he's kind of showing up here, and this is good to watch. You got another weapon for the Saanich Wolverines.
That'll be 2nd and 1 here. Takes the snap, gonna give it up the right side and stop. Chase Blaze on the run, but couldn't get anywhere.
Tackle there, that's a great play.
The snap, gonna hand it off up the middle, a huge hit. That looked to be Julian Hunter on the tackle, a playmaker today so far. What have you seen out of him today, Cam?
Oceanside is just getting through the line so quick right there. And I'll tell you what, these guys, it's like having linebackers on the line, and they just get off the ball so quickly.
Gonna be 1st and 10 for Oceanside. Pedersen in the gun. Men in motion, takes the snaps, gonna look to throw, winds up, then brings it down and throws to the screen. Low pass, don't know if it was incomplete, and they'll call that one incomplete. An intended receiver was number 22, Devin Spencer. As we get the 2-minute warning, the Oceanside Lions looking to put this one closer to the end zone. It's Pedersen. Hands that one off, going left side, nowhere to go, and a whole pack of Wolverines show up at the doorstep. Punt unit out again here for the Oceanside Lions. Nothing able to get there as that one's deflected by number 10. That was Laird Bjornsson.
That's caught by Spencer Coy. It was deflected, and then Coy gets it he's brought it down to the 40-yard line. You got to give the props to that long snapper. He's got a good spiral. They're getting it up quick.
With time winding down in the first half of this football game, Spencer Coy looks to put some more points on the board. As he's in gun, takes the snap, going to look to throw. He's going to tuck it and take it down, and tripped up on the play by number 10. That's Flynn Wardell.
That's a great tackle by that young man. It's quick. It's kind of, you look at these guys, and they don't have like big linemen out there. They're a bunch of linebackers, and they play well. They're set up nice, coached well. This is kind of fun to watch, and we'll see how what adjustments Saanich is going to make. But right now, the time is for them to try and put some points on the board. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 here from around the 38-yard line. Spencer Coy in the gun will take the snap, going to look to the screen to Jacob Diamond. Jacob Diamond on the left side, will take that for about a 6-yard gain and then tackled out of bounds.
Oh, we got little bodies going there. Somebody's jacked up. That's okay. That's okay.
And that will end the first half of play here in the football game. It's Saanich Wolverines taking the lead 8-0.
Yeah, what a first half this has been. This is, Oceanside, they've been coming up for a long time. We all know about Saanich. They won a lot of games and championships, and it's going to be a test this game. 8-0, and we're going into the second half. It's a tight one. We'll see what adjustments are made by both teams.
Second half action ready to get kicked off here. Copley Park, and we're underway for the second half of this football game. Nobody looked to jump on it. I think Saanich got that. Cam, what are we seeing here?
I can't. Well, it's Saanich ball. Who came up with it? Out of this pile, there's Jacob Diamond, but that looks like 59. He's got a little hop in his step.
59 is Levi Harper.
Okay, that's 2 plays he's been in that have been awesome. So good for Saanich to start off at about the 38-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Saanich Wolverines here. It's Spencer Coy in the gun. To his left, it's Stefan Klee. He's going to look to throw. He's going to step up in the pocket, then elects to throw. Has Chase Bowie wide open, and he cannot get there. So close. And that's Chase Bowie, the intended receiver, just could not come back to that ball.
Yeah, it's just a little bit out of his reach there, and that's a tough one with that wind today. But it was a great effort by Bowie, and a nice throw by Spencer Coy.
2nd and 10 here for Saanich. They'll hand it off to Stefan Klee up the middle, and a big powerhouse of a running back looks to get about 9 or 10, maybe a first down. And they're going to call that a 3rd down. It's going to be 3rd and 1 here.
That's a big run right there, and that's what Klee does. He starts wearing you down, and that's tough. That's tough running. That's a good play by Klee.
3rd and 1 here as Spencer Coy takes the shotgun. Takes the snap. We'll hand it off to Laird Bjornsson up the middle. Did he get there? It looked to be he did. We'll get the call in just a second.
A good run by Bjornsson. Did a good job. He's got some good wheels.
Here it is. It's going to be a first down for Oceanside. And that, you could stick a bowling ball or two in there, and it'd still be a first down for Oceanside. I don't even think he needed the sticks for that one. Pedersen in the gun here. No, 1st and 10 as their defense makes a critical stop of the first drive, but now they fumble it. Dropped that one on the ground and picked it right back up at 2nd and 10 or 11.
Oh, the running back looked like he just had his eyes upfield, and handoff just wasn't there. That's a tough one.
We'll look to roll out, and he's taken down to the backfield. That's Ty Craigie.
Oh, that was a beauty. He's off like a stick of dynamite right up the middle. Peterson's okay on that play. That was a fantastic play.
That looks like the big hit we saw in the first half with Ty Craigie when he did that twice in a row. Punt team comes out for the Oceanside Lions, and we're gonna get ready to kick this one away, and it's Stefan Klee who will be back to return.
That's a good.
1st and 10, Spencer Coy in the gun. 2-man split back, takes a snap, will hand it off. Shea McCullough on the carry for about 4. If Saanich could punch this in, they'll take the 2-score lead and be able to breathe a little bit as Spencer Coy takes the gun.
You know, you've been looking at him. He's been throwing some fade.
He's gonna look right back to the fade, and Jamie Redmond did not see what he saw, and he looked to the block instead of the ball that was coming towards him. A big 3rd down here for Saanich as it's 3rd and 4. He's gonna give it to Klee, right side, power back, and he's taken down short of the 1st down. And that one's gonna be a turnover. This is gonna be Oceanside ball.
A little bit of frustration out there, but that's okay. Game goes on, you know. Kids are kids.
All right, Pedersen's gonna take this in shotgun here. Twins on either sides, and it's split back. And I got a motion to the left side. Look to the screen. He'll get that. Logan Heichler.
That's a tough play for Oceanside to run. Saanich is going to fill all day on that. They contain well and they get to the outside.
A huge hit delivered, and he's going to stay down. That's going to be Logan Heichler.
Yeah, you don't want to lose that young man. He's a good ball player, and yeah, hopefully he's okay. It looks like he just might have a little bit of a leg issue.
Alrighty, Pedersen in the gun here. Looking split back and twins to either side. He's gonna put his men in motion, take the snap. He's gonna look to throw. He's gonna roll right, but Ty Craigie is there. The flag comes out, and that's gonna be a face mask, surely, as Ty Craigie grabbed a hold of that face mask. What do we see there, Cam?
Yeah, that's a tough one. You're getting your hands in there, and sometimes that's where it just goes to the face mask. No intention on that except for to get a tackle, but that's going to work out well for Oceanside.
When you get up and in that area and you close your hand, it's going to be called every time. It'll be 1st and 10 here. Pedersen in the gun, throws his men in motion. Be handed off, shifty running back, but nowhere to shift to. He's taken down and no gain. Pedersen in the gun, takes the snap. He'll look to throw. He's gonna go deep, right in the middle. Has a man. Here he goes. Huge play. Looks like he's gone. Touch. No. Taken down. Jamie Redmond, who got the touchdown saving tackle.
That was a great pass. I don't know, it looked like ended up to be probably a 60-yard touchdown. And it's a great throw by Peterson, and an even better catch.
Now to try and punch it in here from close in, it's Pedersen who will take the snap, will give it up the middle and taken down.
And Spencer Coy in there quickly. He just got the jump on that ball. And that's a great play by Coy. And I'll tell you what, we got 2nd down coming up.
2nd down, but a huge 1st and goal there to maybe tie up this ball game there, but couldn't quite get there. As now here's another chance. We've got another quarterback in here for Oceanside, who will take the snap, give it up the middle, and it's Cleese in there, and will take him down. Nowhere to go.
That's a great play. Yeah, Clee is right there busting through, and you know what? That's the only thing with this Oceanside line. They get when they get up like this, you got some big men that can penetrate that and get into the backfield. That's what you want to do. It works on the other side of the ball on defense really well, but sometimes can get you. I'm not saying all the time, but sometimes can get you.
This is Pedersen, puts his men in motion, will roll to the right, it's gonna look to throw. Still looking, now gonna chuck it to the back of the end zone. It's intercepted. That's Jacob Diamond.
Yeah, Jacob Diamond with the, he read that all the way, and it didn't matter. It was a great job by Peterson to put that up, because you got to put the ball up anyways, and just whatever happens, happens. But Diamond, he read that all the way, and his length and his long arms, that did the job for him.
It was Jacob Diamond with what could be the game-saving interception, and a huge one late in this third quarter. But now we have Spencer Coy, who will try to extend the lead, as it is only 8-0 here. As Coy will take the snap, hand it to Stephon Clee, who takes up the middle, bounces to the left a little bit, but taken down on the play, number 32. That is Julian Hunter.
And that's a great play by Saanich on take that first down. Like, Clee's limping a little bit there, but this is a beast of a man. And, getting 4 yards on that first play, that's always healthy.
It's going to work out to be 2nd and around 6 here now, as Spencer Coy is going to go empty set, trips either side. Motions his man right to left, who will roll now to the left and now throw it deep downfield. Broken up and incomplete. A really good play from the defensive backs over in Oceanside. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6. Spencer Coy in the gun with Stephon Clee to his left. Trips to the right side, will take the snap, give it to Clee. Clee is going to be met in the hole and taken down. That's a turnover. That was taken down by Alexi Castari.
Oh, that's a ballsy call by Saanich to go for that. That's around, they're going to leave the ball at 30-yard line, but they're going to rely on their defense.
Alrighty, a 1st and 10 for Oceanside, as they put Saanich on their heels here, as they're now going to look to throw. Going to go deep. Left side, has a man, it's caught. 1st down.
What a catch on that play. That's a beauty. Yeah, it's a great throw on that play, and a fantastic catch. And once again, we're inside the 5, or we're about the 5.5-yard line. That's going to be back into trouble. We got that Saanich going to step up their defense on this.
That was number 32, Julian Hunter, on the catch to put them even closer after that turnover.
You got a lake here. You got the West Shore Warriors coming out in full force all the way in from Langford. They play both of these teams going into the rest of the season. They want to have a look at them.
Alrighty, Pedersen in the backfield wants to make one more thing happen and maybe get a touchdown here, as now he's going to look to throw again, going to go to the screen to 17. Nothing was there.
Oh, I got to beg to differ. There was a lot there on that play. The problem was it just didn't quite get there. And if he would have got that, that would have been into the end zone.
2nd and around 10 here. Patterson's going to take the snap, going to give it up the middle. Has got some room. And takes that one around the 5, maybe to the 3. Maxon Redermaker on the carry there. And that gets them closer, but now a critical 3rd down to maybe punch this one in. Puts his men in motion. Pedersen hands it off to Redermaker. Does he get there? He's down, and it looks like it's going to be Saanich ball on around the 1-yard line.
You gotta love the way this young man runs the ball. He's got his shoulders square. He keeps his feet moving, and he's looking for contact. That's a tough running back right there.
Needs to make something happen as he takes the snap. He'll hand it off, and he's taken down in the end zone. That's a safety. That is huge. It is gonna be huge, and just how big is that, Cam?
That just turns the game around. That throws those extra 2 on, and that means that one score, Oceanside, and they could take the lead potentially in this game, and they're going to get the ball back as well. So, look out here. You just gotta. I think you got to start looking for the pass from Oceanside. They're doing a really good job with that, and the DBs are going to have to settle in a little bit more and keep close. And you're going to have to bring over Jacob Diamond from the safety position to help out.
Passing has been really good for them in this second half of this ball game. And now Stefan Klee is going to punt it away after the safety. Klee also with the only touchdown of the game, and he boots this one right back to the last guy. And a huge hit here by Jacob Diamond. And a flag was thrown.
Yeah, that looks like there's really nothing like a high tackle. I hate to say it, but in community football there is. And it looked to get a little high, but you never know until you take a look at it again. But the penalty's there, and they're going to march it off.
This could be huge because I believe Jacob Diamond has to go off for a play after that hit.
Yeah, they're going to start this out at the, close to the 50-yard line, which is just huge.
Around the 48-yard line, they're pushing to get this one closer. In the gun, 2x2 spread, 2 split back. Now we'll take the snap, hands it off to Hunter. Hunter takes that. Second down here and about 6.
Oh, this is a pressure cooker right now. You got to take a look at that Saanich sideline, and coaches are, their hearts are pumping right now. This team hasn't lost on the island in probably 2.5 years. You like to get a little juice going in those heading into getting close to the end of the season. So,
Pedersen will step back into the gun. Have 2 to the outside. 2 split back here as he's now going to roll out. And he's going to throw it. It's nearly picked off by Klee as he almost one-handed that, but hit as he thrown. Can't get a good ball out.
Peterson, he just got rocked on that play. I don't know if it was a little high. It's hard to tell, but I'll tell you what. He just got rocked, but he's a tough customer. He's been down a few times. He just popped right back up again. Doing a good job in at QB. It's going to bring up 3rd down, Ty. Take a look at this long snapper again. They never get any love, but he's been doing a great job. I hope I don't jinx him on this play.
Great snap there, kicks away, and that one's a flop right into the stand.
Yeah, you don't like a net, 12 yards on that, but it is what it is. Defense is playing good. We'll see where this goes.
So what does Saanich have to do to protect this lead right here?
Oh, I'd be keeping the ball on the ground. And you got the winds going sideways, so it's not going to help really either way, but I'd keep the ball on the ground here. And that's kind of what they do best is use Klee and maybe, something out of a jet sweep. Like, I think they're going to have to pound it here.
Here's Coy in the gun. We'll give it to Klee. Klee's going to go to the right side, has a little bit of room, but then tripped up, but still going. And now he'll be whistled dead. As holding onto him, it's Pedersen.
Yeah, that's a great run by Klee, and that's going to be for positive yards. That's about 6 yards on the play. He just needs maybe 1 block up front, take care of that, and he can bounce for some more. Because once you get him, he's still going to drag you for about another yard or 2.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 5 now here. Around midfield on the 50. Got to give it to Klee up the middle with a lot of room. He's going to pick up the 1st down.
That's going to be another 1st down, and they're going to move the chains on this, and that's where Klee comes in. He starts pounding that ball, and he's wearing you out, and that's when the 4th quarter, that defense really starts to show it. Because, he's like being hit by a Mack truck over and over and over.
1st and 10 here for Saanich. Now this is Spencer Coy with a man in motion, gonna give it to the bubble screen. And that looked like it was backwards. Don't know why we blew that one dead.
Live ball right there.
A good opportunity here to score. Spencer Coy's been on fire with his arm today, as well as Jacob Diamond being his #1 receiver. But I feel like you just have to keep it to the ground here to control that lead. But they're going to look to go empty set here with Spencer Coy. They're going to go to the screen to Klee. And he's blasted at the line. And a huge hit delivered. Peterson with a huge hit delivered.
Oh, that's by the quarterback, Peterson. Out of nowhere. This young man just came in and rocked the biggest man on the island in junior Vanna community football. That's a great job right there. I don't know if I want to be the quarterback right now because that could be a return favor later on.
3rd down now here for the Saanich squad. And you got to be wondering what they're gonna muster up here and what they're gonna do.
Yeah, they're gonna go. I'd be punching this ball right here, just punted. But you know what?
Copley in the backfield. They're gonna look to throw. He's gonna wind up and throw it deep. It's Diamond. He can't hold on to it, and that one is incomplete. It's number 10. It's Flynn Wardell breaking that one up. A lot of adrenaline. 1st and 10 here from around the 43-yard line. Pedersen puts his men in motion. Offside is going to be called. It's a free play. They're going to give it to the running back. He's going to get a good run here, about a 5. Not going to matter what they do, they're going to get 5 yards on this one. 1st and 5 here from around the 50-yard line, maybe the 48. Takes the snap, it's gonna roll to the right, hand, it's gonna look downfield, it's incomplete. They're gonna put Pedersen out at wide receiver. They're gonna take the snap, he's gonna look to throw. He's gonna throw it, it's intercepted by Jacob Diamond. And here he goes with the run back to about where the line of scrimmage was.
Yeah, Diamond's pretty happy about that. You gotta love that for that young man. You know, he's playing a good game, and he thought he should have had that last one, but, you know, he's been doing it on defense, taking care of business, and right there, that is a pivotal point in the game.
And this is where champions are made. 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Huge momentum for this Saanich team. And they're gonna give this one, and he's smothered in the backfield. Taken down. And a huge hit. Yuri Kastovich on the tackle, and a timeout taken. Oh, correction, no timeout. Coy in the backfield. It's going to be 2nd and 14. Coy's going to hand it off. He's going to go to the right side. He's got room, and he's got the 1st down.
Clee just takes that to the outside. He does what Clee does every game.
That's a 1st down here for Saanich, and that could be what they need to seal this one. They're going to take this one, and they're going to go to a knee here, and this one's going to end.
Make this one a final 8-3 Saanich Wolverines over the Oceanside Lions. What a game. These two teams came to compete, and what a load of fun on the field. Like this was a hard-hitting game, but a great game going forward with only a few games remaining left in the season. Great fans on hand for both sides. Oceanside travels well, and I'll tell you what, Saanich always brings it. They're loud and they're proud, and so is this Oceanside squad. Community football is all about the kids, and that's what was on display today. This game was for the kids and the fans, coaches, everyone around really supported that, because these two teams worked hard, they hit hard, and they played hard. Let's get out in the community. Let's support events like this. My name is Cam Smith and Tyler Gilbert with Youth Sports Production. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you on the field.